Hey, what's up, guys? On today's video, we're going to be doing a little recap. We're going to hold ourselves accountable in our videos and kind of just see how we do. You know, if we would have invested, especially in things that I'm telling you guys that I think you should invest in. I want to, go back and check these things. But so what we're going to do, how we're going to do that is we're going to go revisit a video I did a while ago. I titled it Budget to Baller, where we just kind of pick some cards out, different price ranges, and we're going to kind of see how we would have done. All right. So first cards I recommended were this Eevee and this Reshiram, particularly the one that was stamped. And the prices for these, this was on May 30th is the day that we put this video out. So those are the days that I checked for those price logs. And then today's August 11th. So that is what we're comparing it against. The Eevee you could have bought at $6 on May 30th. And today it's selling for $7. So your profit of $1 right there. Again, don't freak out. I still think it's a great card to pick up. It's gonna be one of those cards that go up in the long haul. This card is cute. It's pretty. It's Eevee in just very Eevee-esque form, and I think it'll do fine. Especially after this set's out of print. I think you'll see this card rise in value. I think right now is a great time to pick it up if you still haven't. But yeah, moving on. You got Reshiram. I recommended this card. It was a $8 card. It shot up to $16. It actually shot up to a little bit more than that a few times. I think it rebounded twice now, and it's recorrected twice. A lot of people are scared that this is going to be the only one that you could have gotten the box toppers. And, we still haven't really gotten any word on that. But yeah, if that's the case, it's going to be a shorter print for the stamp version. So yeah, I recommended this card. I thought it was a pretty obvious pickup, especially if you didn't have one. But yeah, hopefully you guys picked up one. I mean, I still think you're okay to pick up another if you haven't at that price. But yeah, I think there's always going to be better options out everywhere. And yeah, so this is one that we also recommended. We recommended the Charizard and Mew EX. Again, I think these cards are super obvious. I think this was one of the easier pickups in terms of like convincing people this is a good play. And again, I'm not really trying to convince you guys. I'm just trying to show you how my thought process works when I collect. And, if I'm assuming if I think this way, there's other people that think this way too. The Charizard V-Star, it's a Charizard card. And it's not like he's battling, I don't know. He's not battling Sandrew, He's not battling Squirtle or Eevee. He's battling Mewtwo. You know what I mean? It's a pretty sick card. And if you're going to say that it's a promo card and it's part of a set that's out of print and you can't get this anymore, okay, all right, then it should be pretty obvious. This card doesn't belong in the under $35. We clocked it at 32. Today it's 45, and I don't think it's going to stop there. I really don't. I'd still be picking this card up. Right now, I'm strapped on cash, so I got to sell a few things before I start buying a few things more. I have some other investment avenues that I need to get taken care of before I can kind of dive back into Pokemon. But once that's all squared away, I'll be good. And these are the kind of cards that I'm still targeting. Mew EX. I think Mew EX is a beautiful card. I think it stands out on a table. I don't think you need to. It's very easy to find if somebody has one, if that makes sense, because it stands out in such a fun, playful way. The card is vibrant, and it's Mew, and it's part of the 151 set, which is what's the box going for now? 400. I mean, I think so. Right now, this card is. If you would have picked it up at $30, you would have made $6 on it. So you're probably saying, yeah, Mox, I should have picked up the Charizard. I'm gonna take a hot take here. I think the Mew EX card eclipses the Charizard. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, so I'm higher on and just so you're like, oh, he must have a lot of Mew. I have more of the Charizard V-Star. Okay, I'm just saying. But I think the Mew EX card eventually surpasses the Charizard. Stained glass birds are next. Woo! That's all right. I didn't pick them up. Again, I'm always like, oh, it's a. You guys always hear me say it's the most beautiful card. At least from like more modern. I know it's not modern for a lot of people coming into the hobby right now. I've been in it for a while. Sorry for hitting the mic. I've been in it for a while, so this card is still modern to me, but because there's other vintage cards that I think are just beautiful, you know, and you know, they were limited to a smaller square. They couldn't do a full art. But this card, God, this card under $60, you're never gonna see it again. And also the Charizard EX from Obsidian Flames. So what did the glass birds run up to? They're $93 today. Again, I think they ran up to 100 something, 120 maybe. I don't remember. But again, you know, that's a lot of times because a lot of people are going to be selling their cards. All of a sudden, there's a lot of hype behind it. So if you would have picked this card up, you would have made a solid $38 profit there. And if you're still looking to pick this card up, I think it's still a fine investment. I would wait because you're right at that 3-month mark right now, kind of 2-3 month mark where people are getting their cards back from PSA because a lot of people submitted these into PSA as soon as they heard all the hype because it ran up to like $400, you know, $450 for a PSA 10. And you're going to see those prices or those cards finally hit the market and they're going to kind of flood it at first. So you're going to see those prices kind of come down a little bit on the PSA 10s. But if you can time it right and you can get it at the bottom, then you're going to also go up with those cards. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you are trying to pick up this card. The Charizard EX, again, not everybody's favorite card. It's a very polarizing card. I personally like it. A lot of people don't like it because of the crown. But for me, this card is cool. I like it. It's part of my personal collection. I don't have a massive personal collection, but it's just a card I like, you know, and if you're fine with that, it makes holding for the long term a lot easier. You're not just trying to move cards and, you know, your investment doesn't stress you out as much. And yeah, I made $1 profit. But again, it's part of my PC, so it's probably never going to leave me. But yeah, it's a card I like. All right, moving on. What else did we do? That was a fun one. Oh, the Mewtwo V-Star. We did this one as well. And the Starmie V. Like I said, some of these cards just stand out to me personally because maybe my history with Pokemon. I grew up with Gen 1, you know, Ash, Brock, Misty. You know, I went on those journeys with them, you know. Misty and Starmie just hanging out in a very colorful, artsy photo. I'm not much of a waifu collector. But this is a cool pick. Like, this is a cool art scene for me. I love this card. And yeah, I picked it up and I'm happy I did. It's part of my PC. It's just the
counterpart.
So yeah. Moving on from that, we did do the Mewtwo. What did I just say? Mewtwo V-Star. This is the other side of the battle where you're getting it from Mewtwo's perspective from Crown Zenith. Great card to pick up. It was sub $100. And now you're looking at it being, what, 116? So $20 profit. And this one to me was a pretty obvious one to pick up. Just because, you know, you have Crown Zenith out of print now. People love Mewtwo. People love Charizard. It seems obvious, you know? But yeah, you would have profited on that one as well. Following that, we have some heavy hitters. So it's funny that we mentioned these two cards together in the way that we did because today they are taking off. Both of these cards in particular, they were under $300. I know, I feel you. I wish I would have got more. But you're looking at the Lugia being at $256. $256 for that card. And now it's $331, $75 run on that one. And the Mew being a $298 card, running all the way up to $489. And I've been seeing them sell for $500. So yeah, I do think the Bubble Mew and Lugia V are just great cards in the set. Yeah, I mean, both sets, respectfully, like, just I love the Lugia V. I don't have this card. Okay, don't have this card. But yeah, amazing arts. You know, Lugia V is probably one of my favorite cards. We talked about Kawaii, the artist, in a previous video, and yeah, I love it. I need to pick it up at some point. Most likely it'll be pricier than when I pick it up than even now, you know, but yeah, both great cards to pick up. Hopefully you guys, you know, if you did any of these pickups, let me know in the comments. I would love to know that, you know, we won as a group. But yeah, this is one of the definite ones that were home run hits if you did pick them up. From there, what did we do? Oh, from there we went ahead and picks under $500. It was interesting because at the time the Pikachu was kind of just barely over 300. It was 319, but I still thought it was still good. I thought it was a great card to pick up at the time. I thought 319 was too cheap. I understood we were in a 500 budget range, but even at that, I still wanted to say, like, under 500, this is probably the card that I would pick up, you know, the best card or like most interesting card for you to pick up. So yeah, it did run from 319 all the way to 459, $140. And that's a massive gain. The only one that ran more than that from that video was the Bubble Mew. And then we also mentioned the Tube Mewtwo. Just a great pickup. And yeah, honestly, this card did pretty well as well. 381 all the way to 450, leaving you with a $69 profit. So if you would have picked up every card from our video, it would have cost you $1,619 in near mints. And if you would have held on to them to today, you'd be looking at basically $2,200 with a profit of $574. Not bad for 2.5 months on your investment. So I don't know. I just wanted to do this video, kind of hold myself accountable, see how we did. I was going to put it out no matter what. You know, it's not like I ran the numbers and said, oh, you know, it's a good thing we're in the green. No, if we do this in the future and, you know, we're in the red, I'll post that video too. But hopefully you guys picked up some of these things. I just wanted to put a video out on it, you know, see what you guys thought. And if you picked some up, put them in the comments which ones you got, or maybe you went a different direction, and show me the calculations on that one. Tell me what you made on it. What was your best, you know, recent investment? But yeah, I'll put some more videos out this week. Maybe we do another one of these and do another budget to baller video. That way, you know, we can get on our next investments. And yeah, from there, I'll see you guys in the next video. Check you guys later. Peace.